Woohoo! It's 2019. We should talk about that. So this year is going to be good. I'm going to make it good. Sorry, I just kind of realized that it doesn't exactly feel different. Maybe I need to make some changes. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go do that. I'll be back. There! Ooh, haha! That's a lot shorter now. And secret undercut. And a cat. That was to be expected, I'm sure. No, I am super happy with this hairstyle. Not only is it a lot lighter. Come on, Tiggs. Tiggs, you keep moving the camera. That's not a good thing. Not a good thing, buddy. Yeah, a lot lighter. A lot freer. And I could wear it in a bunch of different styles. You can't even tell I have an undercut here. It just looks like I've got shorter hair, right? But I could do the flip over style, which I need some hairspray for. Cat, why do you do this? I start the video and immediately she wants the lovin'. I'm hoping I've got some things out here, so maybe she'll see a paper she wants to lie down on. Yeah, I could do the flip style and show off the undercut on this side. I could do it the other way. I could do like the half flip, where again, it's super subtle. My favorite so far has just been the ponytail, because my ponytail is so much lighter, it's not giving me a headache, and it shows off the undercut on all three sides. Yeah, so it's low on both sides, and then there's some at the back, which makes part of my head just so fuzzy. I've missed the fuzziness. I think this is a good hairstyle to start the new year off with. This is a change I like. I'm also making some other changes. That's kind of why you're here. Well, it's for sure why I'm here. You're probably just here to hear me talk, because I'm not good at this. But I'm trying to get better. And I'm trying to get better at a lot of things, which is where this comes in. Yeah, isn't that fancy? So this actually came as part of Rachel's Christmas present to me, specifically in a box, inside a box, full of Harry Potter swag, and I couldn't resist. I decided, once I realized it was in fact unlined, that I was going to try and do a bullet journal for the year. Tiggs has settled down. Not on any of my paper, she's on my sweater, but that's fine. This is what I get for just leaving stuff in this chair and then throwing it on the bed when I do these videos. Maybe that's something I need to work on. Yes. So I've decided to try and use this bullet journal for the year. And I've made it a combination of like goal tracker and yeah, February's good. Like, this is my monthly calendar, my to-do list, and then it goes into weekly agendas. So 1 week on either side, I can write things down. It's cool. Turns out I'm terrible at doing straight lines with pens, but I'm kind of proud of it for the fact that it's the first bullet journal I've ever done. So with these monthly calendars, you will notice that there's this side, which has like a full to-do list, but then there's these separate ones. And that's because this is really to help me keep track of the projects I'm working on. So there's video work for both videos like this, my vlogs, and of course book and page. There's blog work because I'm still keeping up with that. And then there's writing and reading, which have smaller boxes because those are sort of bigger projects. So it's just really going to be like eagles, crows, things like that, right? And I'm just, with the reading one, keeping track of the books I really want to focus on for the month. And that's because at the start of this journal, when I was looking through a bunch of videos to try and figure out how I was going to do this, one of the things that first caught my eye was this, which is to say 19 goals for 2019. This is going to get, like, if I do keep this up, this is going to get crazy in years to come. But 19, I think I can do that. So I thought, again, for posterity's sake, let's go through these, discuss how the bullet journal is going to help, and the things I'm working on to work towards these goals. So what I did to focus on these goals is, for the most part, things in my control. So those are the things that I can do. Because one of the big things I'm really working on this year is learning to accept what I can't control. Because there are going to be people who say no. So you'll notice on this one that even though I've been working on my PhD applications, getting into a program is not on my list of goals. Because there's only so much I can do about that, and some years are just not going to be my years. There's going to be people who are far more qualified for the program than I am. And sometimes that happens. And sometimes people even tell you, they'll be like, any other year, we would have just had one of these fabulous people, and we could have taken more. But maybe the year you apply, they've got just 20 fabulous people and no room in the program. So I've got to learn to let that go. I've got to learn to accept that some things just don't work out. So with my goals, I've tried to focus on giving power to myself and focusing on what I can do. So you'll notice some of these are basically try and do this thing. Because there quite possibly is no on the other end, right? So let's go ahead and go through them. Number one is sort of a gift to me as celebration for everything that I have been working on this past year, which is to say, graduate. Go to your graduation, walk across that stage, shake hands, get your diploma. So, yeah, not a lot I have to do about that. Actually, I think I'm going to call the school today and double check they do in fact have the paperwork that says I can go to graduation. But that's it, right? Number two, get my G2. This one's been a long time coming. It does mean I'm going to have to deal with it and learn to park properly, which is to say park backing up and parallel parking. Then just get my test done, do it. 3, edit and self-publish Eagles. So Eagles is the sequel to my first self-published novel, Wolves, and it's been hanging around. First draft is a bit done, I've got edits on it, I need to just sit down and edit it, and then the aim is to do a November 1st publishing date, just like I did for Wolves. So, nice goal. Got a lot of the year to work towards it, but it would be nice if I could go ahead and you know, work on it. 4, finish writing Crows. So I wrote a good chunk of that first draft during the NaNoWriMo last year. I would like to get the draft finished and, if possible, start working on edits for it. Again, with the idea that next year on November 1st, I'll go ahead and self-publish it. So there's still time definitely on that one, but I'd love to get that first draft done so I can get it out for edits. 5, Book and Page Season 2. And this one, I've got a spread for my writing stuff, but I'll show that once we hit the end of this, I think. But for Book and Page Season 2, it is the messiest setup out of my bullet journal, but it is basically every single one of the videos that I need to do. And I've got little areas here to be colored in when something's been filmed and when something's been posted. And I'm already falling behind in this journal because 2 of these have been posted. So then I get to fill these little YouTube play triangles. Ta-da! In. So, Book and Page, Season 2. And then we'll see where the year is going after that. Number 6, read 50 books. Yes, my goal for the year is to read at least 50 books. So, I've got another spread for that. This is my reading log. As you can see at this point, I've already got 2 books. One of which, another part of that gift, Good Morning, Good Night, Lin-Manuel Miranda. So, what I'm doing is I'm writing down title, author, and then the date I finished the book on that one. So we're going to see if I can get through 60. 50. 7. Write 6 short stories. So this goal is to try and help me along with continuing to write and trying to write every day, even if I'm not working on the big novel projects. A lot of my goals are actually writing goals this year, and that's because I really like writing, and I really want to take time and work on it more. So the hope kind of is that if I can get a big buffer for Book and Page, then I've got a chance to do some writing. It'll be nice. To go along with writing short stories, number 8 is NaNoWriMo next year, and this one is sort of dependent on how those applications go. Because if I am doing classroom work at that point, then I might have to rethink how I'm doing NaNoWriMo. It's just something that I'm going to have to play by ear, and that's true with practically all of this. If something big happens, I'm going to have to roll with the punches. Number 9, Vita. Yes, I'm going to be trying to vlog every day in April again this year. I think I'll stick with the short formatted videos again, and then it might be that on Fridays, where you have my normal Friday videos, there won't be a Vito video for those Fridays. I'll probably post a Vita video on days where Book and Page is getting posted anyways, because that's sort of different. But the Friday videos, especially the vlog style, it's kind of the same. So, we'll see how that goes. Number 10, Draft When Magic Sleeps. So this is another story that has just been percolating in my brain since last summer. And I would love to go ahead and get a draft of it done. Maybe that would be my NaNoWriMo project if other writing projects take more of the year. Maybe I could start working on it earlier. We'll see how it goes. But I would love to go ahead and get this one out of my brain. It seems to be a standalone. I really like the idea of it. So writing it would be nice. Keep up with the journal. Already falling behind on this one. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's going to be a lifesaver further we go. I just need to start remembering to carry it around with me. I used to carry my agenda around with me a lot more. I've fallen out of that habit, but I think I should get back into that habit, especially when it comes to this journal. Number 12, submit at least one academic piece of writing. So I want to start getting in traditional forms of publishing, especially on the academic side. So I would like to take the time this year to polish up a paper and get it sent in. So at least one. And again, this is one of those ones that I mean, like, I'm trying because there's no guarantee that they'll accept it, right? There could be no on that end. So I'm saying submit at least one. Not get one published, submit at least one. And number 13 follows this. I would like to submit at least 5 pieces of writing. Competitions, publishing opportunities, call for submissions, things like that. And again, it's submit it. It's not get it accepted or anything like that. It's just submit it. Get yourself out there. Because I like this idea of self-publishing, but I also really love to do some traditional forms of publishing. So we're going to try. We're going to try. 14 and 15 are pretty easy. It's just like keeping up with the journal. That is keep up with my blog and keep up with the Friday videos. Both of these also have splash pages. So this is my Friday Fun Day splash pad. So these are all the Friday one dates that are not vlogs. These are all the additional ones. Starting, of course, with this video and my New Year's goals. Hi. And then this is brainstorming area where I've already got some things written down, which will be fun. And then this is my nerdy complexity vlog. So, exact same thing. These are all the Monday posts. There are twice as many because I don't have anything like I just do a vlog there. So, today, when I'm actually filming, which is January 7th, I gotta post this version, but in blog format. And of course, December 30th is my year in review. And that's true back here as well, with 2019 in review. So that's fun. And I like having places where I can like brainstorm and write ideas before I get fully into it. Number 16 is going to be hard, but that is to decrease some clutter. Whew. Yeah, it might take some work. I am becoming far more of a pack rat than I feel like I should be, so I think I need to think really hard about some things and start getting some stuff cleared out. But that will be an ongoing project. And in fact, I did some of it because the very first day of the year, I went through and cleared out a lot of old paperwork, which was a nice, productive thing to do on the first day of the year. Okay, so the next two are definitely personal goals of mine, but number 17 is to visit URH. I want to keep up at least our annual visits. So I've actually written that down, especially if this year does get busy, because that's something that's still really, really important to me. I know in the last of these videos, when we were reflecting on 2018, I was discussing about the fact that our friendship is the type of friendship where the space doesn't bother us. It's not like we meet up and don't know each other. Like, we text. We Snapchat, we do the vlogs, right? We are communicating, we're still friends. We're still really close friends. We're the best of friends. But I like having that point where we could at least meet each other face to face once a year. I would love for that to become more so, but I recognize that's going to be more in the future once everything's a little more settled for the both of us. But hey, at least once. It's a goal. It's a good goal. I like it. Number 18 is kind of similar, which is to say that last year I was very much a shut-in and didn't socialize a lot. I do have some friends at work now that I really want to be able to socialize with and go out. So goal number 18 is to go out with friends at least once a month. Like, it could be something simple, like they come to my apartment or I go to theirs and we watch movies. Or maybe we go to dinner. I mean, on the 31st, like I said, I went to Lumina with a friend. Maybe we'll go see movies in the theater. I did that a little bit last year, which was nice. So, it's kind of open to interpretation, but I want to keep contact with people. And if work has another karaoke party, I am definitely doing it. I think I'm getting better at this socializing stuff. 19 then is a bit of a switch from this. I was kind of struggling to come up with the last one, and then I had this realization that number 19 is something that I kind of really have to do, especially since my parents will be heading abroad this year. So number 19 out of my 19 goals for 2019 is put together myself a cookbook. And that is to say, to collect the recipes I really like and want to be able to use in one place easy, readable format so that I can find them and get better at cooking. In preparation for this, I have picked up a brand new binder and these little sheet protector things because kitchens can be messy, and I'll be putting together a cookbook with my favorite recipes to encourage this and to help with the fact that I have had the luxury of living with my parents in the apartment for a while, and I'm about to lose that luxury and will have to think about food again. I have made this spread. And you'll notice I've got post-it notes here so that it can be reusable. So I've got a space where I can plan out my weekly meals for dinner. And then missing ingredients. I've got a place to make a grocery list. All of it. And I've also got a section to write down recipes I want to try. So if I see something like on Pinterest or something, I can write that here, and we can go through and add them to my weekly meal plan. So, since I am trying to experiment with my cooking, eat a little better, get back into the habit of cooking for myself, I think the cookbook is really going to help with that. I would love to actually get to the point where I can throw a party like Caroline and I used to. You know, the ones where like we'd invite everybody over and Caroline and I would make a meal. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I've got some work friends again, so it'd be nice to socialize like that. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other sections. So along with the recipes to try, I've got these wish lists, so needs and wants. Haircut, checked off. Teeth cleaning, already scheduled, February 4th. These are fun sections because these are just very broad ones, so academic notes. I'm already thinking about what academic paper to submit, back burner task list, so something that needs to get done that I haven't placed specifically anywhere yet. This is going to help with the socializing, I think, but entertainment 2019 that I want to interact with. That'll be fun. There's the blog, book a page, YouTube. I'll show you the writing one, and basically these are my top 5 goals, which are also on that 19 goals for 2019 list. And then these are the quarterly ones that I want to focus on. So within this first quarter, which is January to March, there is edit Eagles, finish Curse Draft, and write 2 short stories. And you'll notice here that the middle section is empty. That's because some of these goals, knowing me, just going to get moved down. But again, the last quarter does have some because I know I want to self-publish Eagles November 1st. And of course, NaNoWriMo is in November. So those are listed there. And a project master list as I get up thinking about ideas. I was going to say, yeah. And then we go into, ta-da, this is January already, looking good. And of course, at the end, I'll put my reflections stuff so that I can then have an easier time doing my reflections video on all of this. So hopefully I can actually keep this up and achieve some of my goals for the year. 19 of them. Feels like a lot. We're going to see how this goes. I am going to sit down and do some updates, plan out my week coming up, because, like I said, I'm filming this on Monday, you're seeing it on Friday, so plan out my next week, and, yeah. Welcome to the new year. This is going to be awesome.